Good morning, everybody. I am JP the Outlaw here to give you my review and results for NXT June 19th, 2017. Okay? This is my second time recording this joint. Didn't realize that the button was off my first time. And I had a hell of a lot of good points. Let's see if we can do it all over again. Ember Moon versus Ruby Riott. Big fan of Ember Moon and Ruby Riott. I would give Ruby Riott another shot at the title solo, just to make it even. This was a great match. The crowd was definitely behind them in full sell, streaming Women Wrestling Rules, an old school wrestling match between the two women with roll-ups, counters, pins, just real old school. And I like what they're doing with Ruby Riott, making her a credible challenger outside of her little rivalry that she had with Nikki Cross. I like that. Ember Moon. One thing I would change, great match. One thing I would change is Ember Moon's finisher. Like I said, the stunner. You seen what it does to Stone Cold. You can't tell me that she's not taking a risk with her finishing move, the Ember Eclipse or whatever the fuck it's called. You got to change that move. Give her a submission move or something else other than jumping off the rope every time she's in the ring. Now, mind you, NXT, their tapings are stretched out. So you may see Ember Moon maybe twice a month. Now imagine her doing this move every week on SmackDown, every week on Raw. She's going to injure herself. It's only a matter of time. It is only a matter of time. But great match between the two women. Of course, Ember Moon picks up the win. Video package with Hideo Itami and my man Cassius Ohno. Cassius Ohno is in a sit-down interview. Hideo Itami interrupts the interview, asks Cassius Ohno did he ask William Regal for a match against him. Cassius Ohno responds, yes, I did, because I'm tired of this shit. So, again, these two will meet next week in a one-on-one contest. Then you have, what is this? The video package for Street Profits. I'm not too convinced on the Street Profits. I think that they're going to be the next Crime Time. And if they're not going to be the next Crime Time, they're well on their way. They're well on their way. Just with the promo packages that they gave us. Now, second match of the night, Olli Lorcan versus Danny Berks. Danny Berks is a fucking bleeder. I don't know what they're doing with him. I don't know if they're constantly hitting him in the head or he suffered from nosebleeds or some shit like that. But you got to be more careful, especially given the rating that SmackDown, I think NXT is 14, TV 14. So you want to be careful with what you do with Danny Berks, because you don't want to press that limit and I think get fines from your web provider, because this ain't TV. Great match between the two guys. Olli Lorcan actually comes out on top. A vicious fucking elbow from Olli Lorcan, which was crazy to kind of seal the deal. But yeah. At the end of the match, the highlight of this is at the end of the match, Danny Berks extends his hands for a handshake. He pulls Olli Lorcan's in and he said, let's do it one more time. Olli Lorcan agreed. So that was pretty much that match right there. The third match of the night, Andre Cien, forgive me, No Way Jose versus Razor Baloney, which is crazy. The crazy way of saying the guy from Brazil that went up against fucking Andre Cien. It took me a while to get that name. So it's going to take me even longer to get this one. Fuck this guy. Okay. Pretty impressive match, though, for the Baloney and No Way Jose. No Way Jose, of course, comes out with a big win. No Way Jose would be probably good on SmackDown. I wouldn't mind seeing them move with No Way Jose up after NXT Brooklyn. I believe that he could be better used over there as a show opener. getting the crowd hype. The crowd gets behind him, of course, just like Shinsuke Nakamura with the theme music. The crowd is firmly behind fucking No Way Jose. Do I see him being a champion? Maybe. Maybe a U.S. champion. Why not? Why not? Fucking, at the end of this match, anyway. At the end of this match, Andre Cien comes out and attacks Baloney along with some random woman who clearly has his best interest in mind. This is the same woman that came out for the past 4 weeks trying to get the attention of Andre Cien. Now it seems as though these two are on the same page. I'm wondering what they're going to do with Andre Cien going into the future. Of course, he has to pick up some wins before he gets moved up or anything of that nature, because he's been on the tail end of a fucking losing streak, which fucking sucks, because the guy's pretty good in the ring. Going to our main event, Killian Dane versus Drew Galloway. Now, Drew Galloway played possum this whole fucking match, but it's very good to see somebody take it to Drew Galloway. So I like Killian Dane, Mr. Fuzzy Wuzzy himself. Do I think that Sanity would do better without Killian Dane? No. I think that's a perfect role for him. Him, Nikki Cross, EY, and Alex Stewart. I think that's perfect. If anything, when you do move them up as a group. Don't move them up solo, one by one. Move them up as what we know them as, because again, you're going to get a pop regardless because of who Sanity is. They've already made their mark in NXT. They made their mark in NXT. Now it's time for them to move on and make their mark in the WWE. At least before you do that, give them a title. The whole group, some type of title. I wouldn't mind seeing Eric Young fight for the number one contender against Bobby Roode. Not at all. But again, if you take the title off of Bobby Roode and give it to Drew Galloway, well, him going up against EY is just better storytelling. Because you can have EY come out that following NXT after fucking NXT TakeOver Brooklyn and have EY challenge Drew Galloway for the title. I think that would be a better story. I think Drew Galloway has damn near beaten half the roster already. So, take it with a grain of salt. That's just my opinion. It was a great fucking match. Drew Galloway, of course, your new number one contender. This was a good show, you guys. This was a good fucking show. He hits him with the double arm DDT. He pops up out of that. With the future shot, he goes back to, shock, goes back to the corner, hits him with a Claymore. Fucking Killian Dane pops up after a 1 count. Alright, said, fuck this guy. I'm going back to the corner, hits him with another Claymore. And that was pretty much it. 1, 2, 3. Killian Dane takes the loss. Also, both men had an undefeated streak, so Killian Dane takes his first loss against Drew Galloway. Or Drew McIntyre, rather. That's his indie name. And that's pretty much it, man. As always, tune into The Outlaw via Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube. And if you can't find the YouTube channel, it's quite simple. It's real easy. JP Outlaw Labcast. So easy. Type it in. I'll pop up somehow, some way. You'll hear my smooth ass voice. Forgive me this week. I've been fighting the cold. But you'll hear my smooth ass voice on any of my earlier works. So, yes. That will be it. I will be back with news and rumors. And also giving you a prediction for Battleground. Preview and prediction episodes for Battleground. A lot of people like the way I did it the last time. I'm going to do it again the same way. And we'll see where we go from there. Okay? Dream Match Saturday coming up this weekend. Got a lot of news to go over, you guys. A lot of news. Fucking Shane McMahon, the GM of the commissioner of SmackDown Live, was in a helicopter accident. You got Brock Lesnar wanting to go back to UFC. So we're going to go over all that shit this weekend. You guys tune in. We might even get a JP Extra just to, hold over the news. But, yeah, prediction, news, Dream Match Saturday. Thank you for spending your time on this morning or this afternoon or this night with The Outlaw. Don't forget to follow, and I will see you guys soon.